screwed that together. Very hard work. How's it going, everyone? How you doing? Hope you're well. Welcome back to the Epic Studio Build here on YouTube. Yes, indeed. Okay, right, last week we got some lights in. They're looking good. We got the sockets in, we got all that rigged up and ready to go, and we built these two doors. Right, the next job I've got to do is I've got to get that booth dismantled and out the way, because tomorrow technically, this week, the carpet is getting fitted. It's coming tomorrow, and it's going to be fitted tomorrow. Right, let's get on with it. Let's do it. Let's go. First things first, let's get some hoovering done, because we've got some mess on the floor. Got to keep it clean, and I might actually this week, maybe, probably forget about it, but I might clean the windows as well. You never know, you never know. Right, let's get stuff moving. That is not going out that door. It is definitely not. No, it barely fits in the frame of the door. It's definitely not going to go out of the main door. Oh no, we're done. Oh, we're done. I don't remember which way it goes. Labelled anyway. Alrighty then, that is the booth dismantled, ready to get out of the way tomorrow. The walls will fit through the door at an angle, which is good, considering I measured them and I then measured them wrong. Basically I was 2 inches out of the measurement because I had a moment in my head where I thought, oh yeah, 6 foot, take 1 inch is 5'9", forgetting there's 12 inches in a foot. Anyway, that's good to go, that's good to move. I might dismantle the roof section tomorrow. It's not much to do, it's fine. And then I can get it completely out of the way. And then we can bring it back in when the carpet is in and we can rebuild it. Right, see you tomorrow. Good morning, it is another day. It's even more echoey because we've got a completely empty room because today the carpet is going in. Right, yeah, I'm not doing it, so just like this, it'll be done. Let's go. And just like that, we have some carpet. Look at that. Happy days. Looking good. It's blending it in. Right. Next job. Get the booth back in the corner. Reassemble it for the minute. And then we're going to get the doors in. And we're going to get the doors painted. Ready to be hung in the next week. That's the plan. Right. The sound in here is a lot nicer. I like this. Nice off-cut of carpet as well, which I'm going to use to line the inside of the drum booth. Right, let's crack on. Good evening, we are back on another day. Right now the plan here is going to fit some curtain rails above both windows, and I'm also going to clean the windows. They need a clean. I've been meaning to do it for ages, and now we've got to a point where there's not going to be any more dirty work happening in here. We might as well clean them. So let's get the windows clean. I've got a cup of tea on the go already if you've got an eagle eye, and let's get these poles hung. Obviously we don't have to go to the door because there's going to be an internal door. This big beefy thing is going to be in that gap anyway. So we're just going to cover the window, both sides. Happy days. Right, let's get on with it. nearly forgot the door, didn't I? Alright, got a nice curtain pole here from the local shop. Kind of streamlined, which is nice. So, just going to hang it over this window. Obviously there's going to be another door in here, as I said earlier, so there's no need to go right the way across. So I think I'll have it end. I'm going to have it so the curtain ends like here, so it won't overlap. That's the plan. Right, I'm going to get the curtain out of the room, but that's spot on. I like that. I will stick some more screws in the bottom in a minute. I'll get the other side done first. Just had a thought, because I'm doing one curtain, I don't need the middle bracket, which is annoying now, there's a hole in that wall, but I can fill it and cover it anyway. So, just going to put two brackets up over here, and we'll be laughing. There we go. I haven't got heavy curtains anyway. Happy days. Right, get the curtains and fit them now. Perfect. Okay, so granted they are door length curtains because on the other stream setup I wanted them to go pretty much the full height from ceiling to floor to block out what's in the background, obviously to give it a nice black backdrop. So I may get these taken up a little bit, I may just leave them as they are. Either way it looks nice anyway, and that really does make it quite tidy. Right, okay. Next thing I've got to do is I've got to sort the door handles on these doors. Obviously the smaller of the two is for the drum booth, so that is when the booth is built, that's not worry about that. So the first thing I've got to do is I'm going to get these doors painted. That's the next job. And fit the door handles. I've got the door handles, I've already bought them. Let's grab one of them. I've already bought the door handles, they're quite nice. They kind of complement a little bit the curtain rails I just put up, which is nice. So that's the plan there. However, because we've got a fair thickness of door, let me get my tape measure. Because the door is 5 inches thick, I've got to find a bar, a spindle rod to go through that and to the door handles. So I'm already looking online because I've looked locally, I can't find any locally, they're all just standard width for standard doors. So I'm going to look online and I've got to see if I can find one that will do that depth. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to build one, or just find some square rod. You can buy length of square rod at a certain diameter, I think it's 8mm. We'll go from there. Right, that's the next job. So, curtains done, happy days, and I'll be back very soon. I'm going to paint those doors. It's probably tomorrow's job, so see you in a minute. And we're back on another day. Right, time to get these doors painted. Let's do it. Happy days. 2 doors with at least 1 coat on them. They'll definitely need a second coat. Possibly a third, I don't know. I'm not going to do that on camera. You've watched me paint too much already by now. I'm also toying with the idea I might actually, whilst I paint them, but I might put some acoustic treatment on both doors as well, just to help with the acoustics. We'll see how we get on from there. Right, this booth here needs sorting, I think. So maybe that's next. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I know for a fact I've got to count up. I think I need 24 panels of rock wool for this booth. So I'm going to recalculate that, make sure I got it right, and I'm going to get the order in and get it ordered and delivered soon. And we're back on another day. We are now 3 coats down on the doors. They're still in this position, yes. 3 coats of paint on them, ready to roll. They're looking good, they're looking tidy. The booth is back built again. Forward planning. Right, I bought some handles. They're looking quite nice. Hell yes. I'm trying to get these fitted. I've also had to order in some spindle rods for the doors because they're so thick. Standard spindle rods aren't long enough, obviously. So I looked around the local area, couldn't find any anywhere. Everyone just had the standard length ones, so I had to go online, and I found some online, which was good. It didn't cost me much. It was like £8 for the longer one, which is 200mm, and £6 something for the shorter one, that's 150mm. So that means we can go through both doors and fit the handles standard. Right, gonna get the handles fitted today. And I've also got the hinges. I've bought 3 heavy-duty gate hinges for the big door, and I'll buy some hinges again for the smaller door once it's ready to go on the booth. But right now, I don't have to worry about that. So let's get the handles fitted, and let's get the hinges fitted. I keep forgetting what they're called. And then we're ready then for when Chris comes over. I'm also got a mate going to come over to give me a hand because he's full of muscle. Well, he's just bigger built than me, and he owes me lots of favours, so this is one of the favours he's going to owe me. Right, let's do it. Right, door handles fitted. Looking quite swish. I like it. Right, let's get the hinges mounted on the big door. I'm going to put one right at the top, one right at the bottom, and then we're going to find the centre point and put the one right in the middle. I'm going to go right top, right bottom, because that's where I've got the lengths of 4x2. So structurally, it'll make more sense to go right through them to have a nice bit of strength on it. Obviously, the weight will be this way, not that way. So, but I want to utilise those beams, and then in the middle we'll find a centre point for a third hooking point. Although only one part of that hinge will be on a 4x2. Right, let's get it going. Alright, we've got some heavy duty hinges here. So we're going to have them on the door that way. So they're going to have to sit like that. Alright, so like I mentioned earlier, I've got a 4x2 framework going all the way around the perimeter of this door. Obviously we've sandwiched in the rock wall as you saw in the last video. So I want to make sure with these hinges that I make the most of hinging it to part the 4x2 top and bottom. In the middle here we can only get a bolt through the back here which will catch the 4x2 going down the length, and then these two will just have to go into the first door of the two. However, that will give us plenty. And then we'll hinge it to the door frame, and these hinge parts here will then be mounted. They'll be mounted on the inside of the trim, and because the trim's black as well, it'll look nice. I will take your stickers off though before I do this, or else I'll find them really annoying. And we've got some hinges on the door. It's looking quite nice. I was going to centre point the middle hinge, but I decided it would be better if I just put it in line with the door handle. So that's done. That's ready to get on the wall. So, yes, it's hollow at the bottom. Right, I did put a bottom bit on actually, as you would have saw in the last video, but it wouldn't fit in the door frame, so it doesn't matter. Right, that's ready to go on the door frame next. So let's get that done ASAP. And we're back on another day. Alright, so today we're going to get the doors hung. You might be a bit confused because there's something going on in the back of this video. Ignore that, that's in a different video, that's coming soon. Don't worry. But Chris is on his way over, we're going to get the doors hung today. Or the main door hung today. And we're going to go from there. Right, just wait for him to arrive and we'll crack on with it. Hell yeah. Do you want to, should we stick it in the frame? Just so you see how much room we've got to play with. We haven't got much up and down.
No. Well, I was just gonna give you a mill at the top.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because as soon as it always drops a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
Even when you're just an ordinary door.
Yeah, yeah.
Where's that?
Especially one with stable door
Yeah.
hinges on it.
Ready?
Going down here.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We set it in there a minute. You've got to be like near a square, you see, to get it. Oh, we're higher because that bit of board.
this bit's higher than the
Oh,
door.
get that board out of the way. That's it.
Can't no lift now.
In a hole.
Right. So all I've had to do is put it.
Bottom side in.
Yeah. Right. Oh,
That's all right. I can deal with that.
we might have to plane it actually, right? Because that's sitting on the floor and it's tight to the top as well.
Lean.
Yeah, I'll lean it forward. Put my foot at the bottom so I've got steel toe caps on, so.
Yeah.
Is that alright? Oh. Okay, now we're
That
all
wasn't on the steel tee.
You need to come down to me a bit more. Sorry, you're going to get it in there.
Alright.
I think you've got a fighting chance now. Get that in.
Nice.
Just that in.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's all right.
yeah, nice.
That'll do.
Right, back up on in.
Right.
Grip to. Oh, do you want to use these? Come on. Right, that's on the wood there. Slide it in.
Keep sliding.
Yeah. That's it. Alright, back that way a bit. And then. Alright,
Yeah.
slide it a bit further in. That's it. That's where she's going to go.
Hold up.
Is that the right height? Is that high enough to go off the... That's gonna be high enough. Is it high enough?
Yeah, it'll be high enough.
Yeah.
Right.
So in theory, that'll swing. Get me.
Yeah. Right. You want to put it back so we can screw it up properly.
Woo!
Did that work?
I think so. Should we get the, let's get it right in a minute.
No.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Right, let's get it screwed up then.
it's tight at the top. Alrighty then, so the door's fitted, the door is hung. After what you just saw, we got some doorstop in place. It's really awkward to try and film when you haven't got much space because I've put something behind me. You'll find out about that next week. And you're constantly opening and closing the door and it's got no window in it, so it's just really hard work to film. So I didn't bother filming it, but we fitted the doorstop round. And then tonight I came in. I had to relocate the latch in the handle to the other side, and also put the latch in place so we're now all hooking up and working. Then you get the doorstops in. It needs a bit of paint, but that's all cool. That's another job done there. I also had to take a bit off the edge of the door as well to make that fit, but that is now shutting and latching, which is nice. I've got to get a bit of trim for the edge here to lock it in for soundproof. So I'm going to put a nice bit of trim across, paint it black, make it all match in, and put some foam down the edge as well, so it will get a nice sealed, tight edge. Right, going to call it here for this week. Thank you very much for tuning in and hanging out and checking out the Epic Studio Build as always. Really do appreciate it. Thank you to new followers, welcome, or new subscribers, just to say welcome in. To the madness, which is the Epic Studio Build here. Yeah, right, next week we're cracking on with that thing behind me, which you might have guessed is the drum booth, or the recording booth, or whatever you want to do. So, obviously, filming for that is already in progress. It's making good shape already. All the details will be coming next week. So, don't forget, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, follow on the other social medias, all the links are below. Big thanks, I should say, to Chris, to Sam, and Phil for coming along and helping me out at various points in the last video. I'm sure all three of them have been in it. Definitely two of them. Yes, they have. Anyway, right. Take it easy. Have a good one, and I'll see you next week. Cheers and gone.